When I first put up the DJ Fontana video, I thought I had the original, but later on found the original, which is way better quality. There are a couple of glitches in the middle, but basically a better quality of the video. So I hope you still enjoyed this one just as much as you enjoyed the other one. Here he is, DJ Fontana. Okay, we're down here at the Regal 8 Inn in Memphis, Tennessee, talking to DJ Fontana. How you doing?
Oh, Paul, I've been doing good. I'm a little tired this morning. I say every day I'm going to go to bed around 10 o'clock, but I never really make it.
Doesn't work, does
No,
it?
it never works. Too many things to do and too many people to see.
Right. For all the Elvis fans out there that don't know who DJ Fontana is,
What?
explain a little bit to everybody who you are and what you have done.
Well, not a lot. I worked with Elvis about 15 to 16 years, from the early years, say 55 to 68. Done all the soundtracks and all the pictures. I've done about 4 or 5 visual pictures and all the TV shows and, of course, road shows, a little of everything.
Right.
Because we had a big band then, 3 pieces.
3 pieces.
Scotty Moore, Bill Black, and myself. Then
Right.
when the Joiners joined us, there was 4 more guys. And that's about all we ever carried on the road with us.
Right. When did you start working with Elvis and how did you meet him? That's got to be a question on a lot of people's minds out there.
Well, his records were going well, you know, all the early ones on Sun, around Memphis, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. So they had a show, the Louisiana Hayride, which at that time was equivalent to the Grand Ole Opry. They had a lot of big country acts started down there. Jim Reeves, Lefty Frizzell, Farron Young, Webb Pierce, they all was on the show. It was a big show, so they invited him down because his records were getting hot in that area.
Right.
So he'd come in, and they didn't have a regular drummer. They used guys around, up around Memphis and stuff. So Scotty asked me would I help him out that night. I said, well, sure. So they come in for 3 different shows, 3 different Saturday nights.
Right.
So every time they'd come in, they'd ask me to work for them. And then they were going to go 4 days over in Texas. And they wanted to know if I wanted to go with them for 4 days. And I said, yeah. So after that, I just kind of stayed with them.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Scotty Moore and Bill Black, they were kind of like high school friends, weren't they, of Elvis's?
No, not really. They kind of got the whole ball rolling. Sam Phillips called Scotty and Bill. Said he had saw this kid, and he'd come in the studio and wanted to do some stuff. And so he asked them what they get with Elvis and run over some material at home or whatever. So that's what they did.
Right.
And then when they got some tunes worked up, they went back down to the studio and cut them.
How was it on the road with Elvis? Was it good? Was it fun? Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah, but back then we worked hard. We were working 7 days a week sometimes. And, you know, people think we do a lot of things, but we don't. We don't have time.
Right.
We'd be in Chicago today and maybe Portland, Oregon the next day, you know. So it's a matter of driving, you know, for 20 and 30 hours. Just keep, one time we went from Memphis to Seattle, Washington. That's 2,500 miles where we had to go, you know. So you don't really have a lot of time to do a lot of things.
Right. Do you think that the musicians back then worked harder than they do now?
Well, yeah, I think the guys are spoiled now. Something's leaking in my pocket. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we only had a car to go in, and these guys now, they got these big buses, and if the artist doesn't buy a new bus every couple of years, they get upset.
Yeah.
You know.
They have all the luxuries now.
Yeah, they've got everything on them they need, and they could travel 1,000 miles. It doesn't bother them, you know.
Right.
They got television on them, VCRs, stereos, whatever you might need, bunks, air conditioning,
the whole shot.
microwaves, you know, the whole thing.
Right. When you were with Elvis Presley, why was all of a sudden DJ Fontana not there? What happened?
Now, when was this?
You worked with him for 15 years, and all of a sudden you weren't with Elvis playing drums after that. It was just because he retired or something, or what?
No, we did all the pictures.
Yeah.
You know, we never quit. I didn't. And then and Bill died in '66.
Right.
And so we'd go out and do all the soundtracks, maybe not visually.
Right.
And then we went back and done the '68 special. And after that, he wanted to go back to Las Vegas. And
right.
Of course, we had been doing that for over 20 years as it was.
Right. Yeah.
So I had two kids to raise, So I figured, well, it's time for me to get off the road and help the old lady do something. You know?
Oh, so it was your decision then?
Yeah, sure,
Oh,
yeah. No, I just didn't.
I didn't know if it was because in 1969 he went to the International Hotel,
No,
whatever.
no. They called. They wanted me and Scotty to come, and Scotty owned a recording studio, and he couldn't get away for that long, 8 or 9 weeks at a time,
Right.
because of his business. And the Jordanaires, they were to go, but they had about 40 sessions booked with other artists.
Right.
And they couldn't hardly turn that down. So, no, it was just, I saw him after that, talked to him about it and explained it to him. He said, you know, he said, that's good, so I don't blame you.
Right.
Because, you know, when those things happen, you get all kind of stories, you know?
Yeah.
And the only way you can clear it up is talk to someone direct and explain to him what happened.
Well, I never really heard any stories. I
Yeah.
heard that you just retired from Elvis because you wanted to retire, because it was your decision. That's what I heard. I didn't hear
Well,
any stories.
that's really true.
I just kind of like wanted to get kind of the inside of
yeah,
it from you.
that's what it was, really. He understood it, so it worked out real well.
Elvis was a pretty understanding guy, though, wasn't
Yeah, I told him I wanted to, you know, stay home and take care of the kids and one thing and another. He said, well, if I could do that, I would do the same thing.
he? Right, yeah.
So.
Elvis retired, what, for 9 years before the 68 special, was it?
No, he never retired.
I mean, well, he got married and he didn't
Well, he
perform
did the
anything.
pictures, you know.
Right, did the pictures. But he didn't perform anything, though, did
No, well, he didn't have time.
Right.
See, but when he got out of the Army, he had about 3 pictures a year to do.
Right.
And that.
So that's primarily why he didn't
That's why
sing,
you didn't.
because
That's
he
why
was
you
doing
didn't see him
movies.
on the road. He's
Now,
doing,
see, now you hear now the stories that go around. You hear that Priscilla, and he got married, and Priscilla said no, and that's,
No. He had all those pictures to do.
See, we're getting the good stuff.
See, as soon as he got through with the picture deals, they were all under contract.
Right.
Well, that's when he immediately went back
Right.
on the road. So
Well, you did some pictures with him during that
yeah,
time, didn't you?
yeah, I did Jailhouse Rock, I think, Loving You, King Creole, and another one I can't think of the name of it. But and he wanted us to do all the pictures too, and we said no, we weren't actors, you know.
Right.
And that, to me, that gets a little old, like doing television or anything else.
Yeah.
Stand around and wait till they set up lights all day and film for 30 seconds and you're through, you know.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
but you're sitting there all day long.
What's DJ Fontana doing now?
Oh, I'm having a good time. Yeah,
This is fun down here.
Yeah, I come to Memphis naturally every year, and then I'm working with a band that most of the guys are from here, the Sun Rhythm section,
Right.
and they're old rockabilly guys that were on Sun or recorded with different Sun artists in that 50s era.
Like Roy Orbison and
Yeah, Jerry Lee,
everybody.
Carl, you know, all those guys.
I
So
think
we
probably
travel.
Johnny Cash too.
Johnny
right?
Cash,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was
we-
rockabilly back then.
Yeah, and then we've done shows with all these guys at different times or another, little high school gyms and back of trucks and stuff like that, you know.
Bet that was fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Let me ask you, being in Memphis every year when you come down, do you like get a closeness to Elvis again? Does it make you feel a little close to him?
Oh,
Kinda
yeah.
come there and
Well, I
just
see
talk
the
to the fans.
fans are so great about it, you know.
Yeah.
And so I get a kick out of talking to the fans. They know more about Elvis than I do because
Yeah.
they read a lot.
Right. Yeah. Well, they read like
A
from
lot of times, if I want to know something, I'll ask the fan.
and then usually they know the wrong thing, probably, because they inquire and all them.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't believe all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
you know. But we have a lot of fun. I really do.
Oh, you were telling me yesterday you're getting ready to go out of town, right?
I'm going to Toronto this week. The following week, up Maryland, Pennsylvania. We have been since the first of the year. Went to Holland, went over to Sudan, over North Africa, down to Bangladesh, Kuwait, Jordan, Tunisia,
Wow.
back to France, then back here. We just go everywhere. We've been to London. We've been to Sweden, Norway.
All over, huh?
Yeah, it's
Good.
fun.
That's good. When they call you up or when they ask you to go, do you kind of like hesitate, or are you like right out?
Not me. I'll just go.
That's good.
I love to go.
Anyway, get out of town. Huh?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I have more fun. I really do.
All right. Who you working with now? Just
Well, those Sun Rhythm guys,
Rhythm
and
guys?
that keeps us busy.
yeah.
And we don't work no more than we want to. We work some weekends. We fly up, do our little 1-hour show, we fly back. So it's not hard anymore, you know?
That's good.
And they furnish all the equipment. We just sit down and play and go home.
There you go.
Because we're kind of old and lazy by now, you know?
Well, being lazy, though, whether you're young or old,
Yeah.
lazy is a good way of life.
Yeah.
DJ, I appreciate you talking
Oh,
to me.
thank
and
you.
Have a good trip, and wish all the guys the best.
Well, we're going to be up near part of the country pretty soon. We play the Long Star Cafe up there and just different places all
when
the
you
time.
get up there, be sure and let me know. I'll come
Yeah,
down.
I will.
I'll
Sure
come down
will.
and talk to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's another town we play up there. I can't think of the name of it. We play both of those days. We have a good time.
Okay, DJ. Thank you much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.